going, PBE? Just want to do a quick mic check real quick. Can y'all hear me on stream? Can y'all hear me on stream? Mic check, mic check. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
You can hear me? Can you hear me? Very quiet. Yeah. I'm trying to get that up. Unfortunately, I do not have I have my headphones, but I'm missing an earbud. Okay, let's try this. Can y'all hear me now? I have my mic up literally all the way. It's literally as high as it'll go. Just want to make sure that y'all can hear me. That's good? Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you. And good afternoon, PBE. Welcome to Season 53, Week 2, Day 4, the All-Star Roster Sim. I'm your host, Tim G, joined by HBJ. How we doing today?
Let's have a good day today, okay? Let's have a good day.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a rough week for us both. My external hard drive ended up breaking. So my BioShock stream for tonight, after this stream, is canceled, unfortunately, because of that. However, luckily I was smart and had OOTP on my desktop. So, am I echoing again? I have my headphones. Why am I echoing again? I hate this. I really do hate this. Well, y'all just gonna have to. Oh, HVJ is?
I'm not even talking.
But yeah, so tech. It's been a rough week. I broke my phone, so I had to get a brand new phone. My phone fell on its front screen on the pavement twice and broke internally. So I had to get a new phone. Then my external hard drive breaks as well as the right mouse button plate on my mouse. So yeah, it's not exactly been a good week for technology for me. But moving on, let's begin this first game. So open up my notepad real quick and get the games up. Make a new file here. And our first game of the day on this Saturday live stream is going to be Nashville at Indian. It's going to be a primetime game. So, points are riding on this game. With that, let's advance to the next day. Gonna finish up today. Gonna save real quick. And let's go down to Nashville Stars at Indianapolis Apex. HBJ, did you want to start us off with the first half of the game?
Yeah, I'll start us off to make it easier on you for the rest of the game.
All right.
Ichiban Sakudo will lead us off against Maurice Bernard, the new acquisition for the Apex. And in the bottom half will be Enderman facing Mac John, the young left-hander. Sakudo facing a 2-1 count. The Stars have won 6 straight. The Apex have lost 4 in a row. And here's the pitch. It's lined to the gap in right center. That's up the alley and off the wall. Sakudo with a sliding double to lead off this ball game. Nash DeVille now, the shortstop. Swings and misses, strike 3. Saubert Randberg with a fly to left. Left fielder car crashes there. Mo Love is going to take one on the outside corner, and he didn't like the call, but not every retiree is going to get the calls. Is that strike 3? Enderman now leading it off in the bottom of the first. And he's going to line into a sliding catch by Randberg. John delivers, and there's a fly to deep left. That one's back. Warning track out of here. Car crash with a solo shot to left that barely scrapes over the wall. 1-0 Apex as Mac John is in a 1-0 hole already. D. Fernandez is going to ground one into left. That's a base hit down the line, and that's a double for them. Harry Callahan up now, third baseman. Is going to line one into right field for a base hit. Fernandez is going to score, and we have a 2-0 lead for the Apex as Callahan gets RBI number 33. Scudder's going to fly to right. Right fielder Valor Jr. is there. Rosenthal now is going to strike out swinging, and Mac John gets out of it with limited damage. We head to the top of the second. Valor Jr. is going to ground 3-1 on the putout. Hayden Andrews Jr. going to fly to deep center, but the center fielder Thompson is there for the second out. Juanez Cove is going to fly to left. Car crash is there to end the frame. We head to the bottom of the second. It's going to be Brian Payne, the designated hitter, who's going to walk. Chef Gagne now. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 2 for John. Jazzy Thompson. Grounder to the second baseman. They turn 4-6-3 as we head to the top of the third. Mom Spooner lines it into right center. That's how they started the first inning, as Mom Spooner is going to get thrown out at third base. Oh, the cautionary tale is Enderman with the assist. Waxilium Summers strikes out. That's strikeout number 3 for Maurice Bernard. Sakudo is going to ground to the second baseman for the final out here in the top of the third. Mom Spooner getting out, thrown out, trying to stretch it into a triple, really hurt them there as Enderman strikes out. Mac John with their third strikeout of the game. Car crash now. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Homered earlier, now they've struck out for the fourth time. 4 strikeouts now for Mac John, and that's the second walk for Fernandez. And they're gone, trying to steal second base. A strike by Ichiban Sakudo. We head to the fourth. DeVille to center field. And the center fielder, Thompson, is there. Randberg now. Up the middle, and that's going to be an infield single for Randberg. Mo Love, struck out looking in his first at-bat, is going to pop one over the shortstop for their first hit of the game. First and second for Valor Jr. and 4-6 fielder's choice. Runners at the corners for Hayden Andrews Jr. Drilled to deep center. This is going to be caught at the wall. Thompson makes the play as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Nashville threatens but can't get anybody home. As Callahan's going to be strikeout victim number 5. Catcher Scudder now is strikeout victim number 6. Leon Rosenthal Drive to right, that fooled me on the animation, as that's a fly out to right. We head to the top of the fifth. Winez Cove leads it off with a grounder 5-3 for the first out. Mom Spooner, who doubled and got thrown out trying to stretch it into a triple, is going to ground to second base. And Waxillium Summers is going to fly to short left for the final out here in the top half of the fifth. Bottom half of the fifth coming up with Tim.
All right, Brian Payne is going to be strikeout number 6 or 7 for Mac John. That's going to be pop up on the infield to the catcher, 2 away, and a strikeout swing in will make it the top of the 6th, 2-0. Your Indianapolis Apex. As that one is going to be a long fly out to for Ichvan Sakudo, 1 away. Strikeout from Nashville. And strike 3, swinging. Bottom of the 6th inning, as the home half will begin with a walk from Enderman, as De Los Santos will fire a strike and caught stealing. Car crash. Will hit one into left field. That's going to be a single. Power hitting on second baseman D. Fernandez, as car crash steals second. That's going to be down the line, stays fair, and that's going to be an RBI. 3-0. Your Indianapolis Apex. Harry Callahan will strike out, be out number 2. And out number 3 on the ground out. So, got 2 on. And an RBI, 3-0 Apex. Top of the 7th inning we go. That's going to be down the line for a single. That one's hit hard, deep, gone. As Nashville will be within striking distance, 2-run home run from Vidal Valor Jr., the power-hitting right fielder. As it's now 3-2 in a 1-run ball game. Hayden Andrews Jr. will fly out to left. That one loud contact, but right to center field. Mom Spooner will fly out to on left for out number 3. It's the 7th inning stretch now, as it'll begin with a single from Leon Rosenthal. Brian Payne up next, as that will be out number 1. As Sigma Katarina comes in relief and lets up a 2-run blast, 5-2. The first pitch of the AB, and it's a 2-run blast. Strikeout there for Thompson. Enderman up next, the right fielder. Up the middle, that's going to be a single. Steal attempt here, safe. 38 for 44 in steal attempts this season, as they'll be going down looking for Sean car crash. Top of the 8th. 2 runs scored on a 2-run blast, as that's going to be out number 1. Sakudo up next. That's going to be a double as it bounces to the wall. And out there for Nashville, as that's going to be a fly out for center left. And it'll be bottom of the 8th inning now, as Steve Fernandez will strike out. Harry Callahan will be out number 2 on a close play at first. And that'll be a strikeout for out number 3. Nashville, the final 2 outs, as Mo Love will strike out. Fowler Jr. with strikeout as well. Got him with a fastball. Andrews Jr. will be the final out of this ball game as Nashville dropped to the apex 5-2. For the Nashville batting line score, we have a two RBI game for Vidal Virginia with a 2-run blast. 2 for 4 for Mo Love as well for the Indianapolis Apex. 2 for 4 with solo shot from Sean Car Crash. And 2 for 3 walk-in RBI for D Fernandez. And of course that 2-run blast from Chef Gagne to put him up 5-2. Max John will take the loss, his 4th of the year. Bernard will take the win, his 5th. McFlourish the save, his 4th. Player of the game is going to be Maurice Bernard. Alright, let's begin with the Voyagers at Crabs. As the Voyagers are going to slam door shot on the Crabs 9-1. For New York, 2 for 5 game with 3 RBIs from Carl Beatty Jr. 2 of those a home run. For Providence, we have a 2-for 3 game from Southworth. Trumbo will take the win, Pitchford the loss. Player of the game gonna be Juicy Jumbo.
A 6-0 shutout for the dominant Raptors. For Boise, two hits, 2 RBIs from Hopkins, who's still leading the league with a 367 average, and single hit games from 4 on Vancouver's side. Pitching is going to look like this: Phenomenon with their 10th win, Sheep their 7th loss, Phenomenon their player of the game.
Alright, the San Antonio Slops are gonna destroy the Pathfinders 8-1. Only 2 hits for Toronto in this one. Those coming from Hernandez and Windsor Jr. For San Antonio, 2-for 4 game from Hayden Trantal, 2 RBI game for Don Marcus as well. One of those, two of those, both those RBIs being a home run. Simicavs Jr. will take the loss, his 7th of the season. Corbinspiel will take the win, bumping him up to 4-4. 30 game, Starburns, Corbinspiel.
A marathon game ends 3-2 in favor of the Surge. Oof. 2 hits, 2 RBIs from McDaniel, a platinum sombrero from Anthony Henry, 3 hits and an RBI from Buckshank and Tomlin over on Buffalo. Pitching is going to look like this: Albazi the loss. Winning pitcher is Westbrook on Buffalo. Rental Raid in the no decision is your player of the game, and Anthony Henry ties the OBX extra inning game record for strikeouts with 5.
Alright. Down to the Champions Conference. The Rougarous are going to beat the Scorps 5-3 as they move further up in the standings, 31-17. For New Orleans, we have a let's see, 3 RBI game from Ashley John Williams, went 2-for 4. For Death Valley, we have a 2-for 4 game from Smalls as well. For New Orleans, Jackson will take the win, Samedi the save, Rusey the loss, and we actually want to say that Jordan Williams had a milestone today. Yes, 150 home runs, which they did end up hitting with their home run today. That is 150 career home runs for Ashley Joanna Williams. So great job there. Let's go back. HBJ, you there?
Oh, Jesus, I'm sorry. I got lost scrolling. 9-0 for Lunar Base over the Demons. Let's see the box score. Perfect day at the plate from Cheekson with 3 RBIs. For Detroit, 2 hits for Jam and Althouse. Very sorry about that again. Polis the win. Holmes drops to 0 and 11 on this season. Yikes. Your player of the game is going to be Odin Cheekson.
All right. See, you already saw the Apex at Stars, so the Sea Zippers are gonna win in a 10-7 walk-off with 3 home runs. The bottom of the ninth inning looked like it was a 3-run blast from War Smoke to win in extras, or sorry, to walk it off in the ninth. For Cancun, we have a 3 RBI game, 3 for 4 for Ojai Cow. For Seattle, we have a 3 RBI game, 3 for 5 for Wellerman, as well as 4 RBIs, 2 for 5 game from War Smoke, including that walk-off home run. Codswell will take the loss, 2 and 3 on the year. DeVries, no decision. Hexwaller's fifth gets the hold. Telfair will take the win and the blown save. So the game's going to be Fecca, Ojai Cow. Let's go down to the minors. As the Firehawks will beat the Lemurs 7-6. As it's a very close game. The 4-run 6th inning being just enough to push California over the top. For Louisville, 4 RBI, 3 for 5 game from Moore Jr. For California, 3 RBI game from Zach Johnson III and 4 RBI game from Bonpensero. Robo Dibble will take the loss. Jimmy will take the win, and Baco Jr. the save. Player of the game, Stephen Moore Jr.
Okay, as a 8-4 game for the Wheelers over the Hebcats, we have a 3-3 RBI day from Cameo. Justice on the other side for Kansas City with a 3-hit day at the plate. Pitching is going to look like this. Is tampering with the win, McDougall the hold, and Corrigan the loss. Jessica Cameo is your player of the game.
Alright, the Billows will barely beat the Flamingos in the ninth inning, 4-3. That 1 run in the top ninth being all that being the only thing that mattered. 3 for 4 game from Stickman with an RBI. For Florida, 2 for 4 game with RBI from Hunter. Flahash will take the win, 3-1. Flaps the loss and the blown save. Player of the game can be Stickman.
A rare thing happened. The Ranas get a win in extra innings. 4-3 as they're ahead now of the State College Swifties. 2-hit, 1 RBI day at the plate from Singh over on State College. For Puerto Rico, 2 hits and an RBI from Breaker and Cunningham, as well as Bullfrog. Pitching is going to look like this. Mantix the loss, Mune the win. Otavioji is your player of the game.
Alright, and finally the Brew City Bears are going to beat the Chicago Kingpins 3-1. For Brew City, 3 for 5 game from Boucher. For Chicago, we have only one hit allowed. So it was almost a combined no-hitter. That the only hit came from Tatum. Jones the win, Von Helwick the hold, Pabst the save. Ringy will take the loss. Petty can give me Fletcher Jones. And with that, we will begin our next game here. It's going to be a quick sim, and then it's going to be Toronto at Buffalo. I'm dreading that game. Not even gonna lie, I'm dreading that Toronto game. Okay, so no games for the majors. None for the minors. With that, let's go to the 5-19 on the road Toronto Pathfinders against the Buffalo Surge. Joe Random gonna be on the mound. Colby Kaufman on the mound for Buffalo. Alright, well, let's just get this first half of the game over and done with.
Oh, they wanted to hold off for a moment because of the possibility of Frank Delling tying Penny Cowers' record for saves in a career.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I just really had to use the bathroom.
Okay. Colby, for a minute there, I thought you were saying that because they're playing Toronto. Anyways, yes. For those of you who
10 out of 11 users picked this game for Survivor.
Yep. So for those of you who are unaware, Frig Delling is one save away from tying the all-time PBE saves record. So very, very important milestone, as if he can get 2 more saves in his career, which on website implodes the sim is likely. Frig Delling will have the all-time saves record for the PB as a whole. So a little bit of a history in the making. And with that, let's begin the sim. As Scott McNeely will lead us off against Colby Kaufman. As that's going to be a ground out there. Tyler Detheridge, second baseman, will be out number 2. Pete Dawson, the third, is going to be strikeout for out number 3. As Braswell has Buckshank leads off with a ground ball out, number 1. Kerry Kelly is going to strike out. Simply Splorger will be hitting a solo shot, 425 feet, 9th home run this season, as Splorger will have Buffalo up in front. And that's going to be a 2-out single from Abada Kedavra. Damian Thriller will be out number 3, as Buffalo leads Toronto with a solo shot, as that's going to be a single for Ems. We'll bring up Ethan Shadow as Enns is picked off at first. So there goes leadoff runner as Shadow will be out number 2. Manny Alou will draw a walk. Nico Hernandez will be your out number 3. So we go to the bottom of the second with J.C. Tomlin leading us off on a walk. That's going to be a wild pitch. Runner will advance. Scoring position now. That's going to be a fly out to left for out number 1. Ground out for there for number 2. So runner advances, and that'll be out number 3 on a strikeout for Tonk Mato. Rodrigo Wallach, your first out of the inning. Nolan Windsor Jr. will be out on a weird animation. McNeely will draw a walk on appeal. Deatheridge out on a bang bang play at first. Buckshank up next. Be out number 1. Kerry Kelly will get on base with a double. Splorger up next hit a solo shot earlier to make up 1-0. That's going to be a single runners at the corners now. Double play is in order, as they could have gotten 2 there, but settle with 1 as a run comes in to score. The fourth at second for out number 3. Top of the 4th inning we go. Pete Dawson the third will be out number 1. Tomato. Strikeout for M's. Ethan Shadow will be out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Surge up 2-0 as that's going to be a strikeout for Tomlin. Bambino out number 2 on the ground out. It's me, Mio. Will be out number 3. Top of the 5th inning we go as Manny Alou will hit one second baseman out number 1. Nico Hernandez, that's down the line. That's going to be extra bases. That's going to be a double. Rodrigo Wallach will be out number 2. Nolan Windsor Jr. tried holding up. But says he went around. Go to the bottom of the 5th inning with HBJ.
Buffalo with a 2-0 lead. Is that strikeout number 4? Tonk Mato gone looking on a random cutter on the edge. Buckshank now is going to ground to shortstop Windsor with a great play, gets Buckshank. Kerry Kelly now. Strike 3 called, cutter at 94. McNeely flies to right center. The center fielder, Thriller, is there. Deathridge strikes out swinging. Kaufman with their 5th strikeout. Dawson rams one into the corner. That's a double on the stand-up. Goraniums has come through before in situations like this. They're going to be strikeout victim number 6. The spring Delling has started to warm up in the bullpen already. Here comes Dimply Splorger, who's got the hot symbol over his head. He's homered already once. And the shortstop, Windsor, is going to get the pop out. Cadaver is going to strike out. Cadaver, excuse me. Thriller grounds to the shortstop, Windsor, and there's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Another quality start so far for Random. As Shadow is going to walk, 3rd walk for Kaufman. 4th walk for Kaufman is now there's 2 on for Hernandez. Right center field. And it's going to be caught out there by Thriller. The runner's going to tag and go to 3rd. Wallach strikes out for the 3rd time. Winalito now strikes out Windsor, and there's a rally that just got wasted. Swing and a miss comes into pitch and gets the grounder to 3rd. Tomlin now is out. Bambino is going to walk. Mio grounds one past Dawson and into right field. As the right fielder is just going to hold on to the ball for an undetermined amount of time. And that's a RBI triple for Mio. Mato walks, Base hit to right field by Buckshank. Runner's going to move up to third base, and it's now 4-0. Swing and a miss by Kelly, and there's 2 down. Splorger's going to round out to the second baseman for the final out here. We head to the top of the eighth, 4-0 Buffalo. McNeely's going to fly to center for the first out. Deathridge grounds to the shifted second baseman for the second out. Dawson is going to strike out on a pitch that's just nicking in the corner. Cadavra, swing and a miss, strike 3. Damian Thriller grounds to the shortstop Windsor for the second out. J.C. Tomlin grounds to Windsor as we head to the ninth. No Fringdelli, but Winalito going for his second inning of work as Humes is going to ground a base into center field. 4 to tie, 5 to win as Shadow is going to strike out. Alu goes down looking, and Hernandez grounds to the shortstop to end the game. Toronto gets a grand total of 4 hits, 2 by Humes, 2 walks by Manny Alu. 2 hits and an RBI for Splorger. Random, despite the quality start, is going to take the loss. Kaufman goes 6 2/3, gives up 3 hits. Winalito the save. Colby Kaufman is your player of the game.
Alright, now that's done. Let's go to the Aviators game. As Toronto will win 6-2 over the Vandals. Vancouver. Both RBIs coming from Danny Burgers. For Outer Banks, we have a 3-4 with 4. RBIs from Aria Harper. One of those being a 4 of those being a grand slam in the 7th inning off of Max Velo. Velo will take the loss on the blown save as that grand slam took him out of the game. Striker Jr. will take the win, and Abbasi the save. They're going to give me Aria Harper.
Okay. 7-6 extra inning win for the Toros. 4 hits, 3 RBIs for Ojai Cow. 2 hits, 4 RBIs for Brian Payne. Pitching is going to look like this. We have Martini with the blown save, Cotswell the win, and McFlourish is going to take the loss. Ficca, Ojai Cow is your player of the game.
The Stars are going to beat the Scorpions 4-1. As Death Valley had a 2-for-4 game from Smalls and a 2-for-4 game from Little Flamingo. For Nashville, we had a perfect 3-for-3 game from Ichban Sakudo. A 2-for-4 game with RBI from Sober Randberg. Bummus would take the loss. Ziegler the win. LeBeau the hold. Siegmeyer Katarina the save. Player game to be Toby Ziegler.
A 9-4 win for the Rougarous. 3 hits and an RBI from Savage over on New Orleans. For Detroit, 3 hits and an RBI for Revan Shane. Slotsberg the win, Abernathy Jr. the loss. Steven Slotsberg is your player of the game.
And the Sea Serpents are going to beat the Space Rangers 3-2. For Seattle, we have a 2 RBI game from Ozzy Boudreau. For Luna Base, we have an RBI from Euclid and an RBI from Big Red Rock Eater as well. Cash will take the win, Telfair the save, Green the loss, played a game with Chris Cash. Let's scroll up.
I was going to say they did not win 15-0.
Right, the Raptors are going to beat the Crabs 4-1 as 2 RBI game with no hits from Barry Allen and 2 almost 2 RBIs from Chauncey Ingram. Providence, perfect 2 for 2 from Justin Fern. Sloppy Joe will take the win, Williams Jr. the hold, Frosty steal the save, Mata the loss and the one save, crediting me Sloppy Joe.
Okay. As the Voyagers are going to win a tough one here, surviving in the ninth inning. 4-3. 3 hits from Marcus from New York, 2 hits and an RBI from Yeti Taz. Aria the loss, Cove the win, holds from Jones and Secret, Bakugo the save. Lake Monster Cove is your player of the game. I'm not saying that backwards. Not.
Alright, let's go down to the minors next. As the Dillos are going to beat the Hepcats 4-1. As we have a 2-for-4 game from 4, as well as a 2-for-3 game from Warwick. For Amarillo, we have a 2 RBI 3-for-4 game from Von Christenhauser, the center fielder. 2 of those being home runs, or one of those being a home run. D on the second one, take the loss. Smith the win. Brett the hold. Man the save. Pair the games be Chris Von Crystal Hauser. While we're waiting on HBJ, I'll do the Flamingos as they will turn back the Firehawks 5-3. As they are over 500 on the season now. California will have a 2-for-3 game from Wellerman, 2-for-4 from Can You Take Me Higher, and 3-for-4 with an RBI from Oso Altuve. Smirnoff will go 2-for-5. 3-for-5 game with an RBI from Ryan Dinger as well. Gore will take the loss. And then Georges will take the win. Starting with Georges. Connected, but he didn't. Wheelers will go 3-2 over the Chicago Kingpins. As for Chicago, both RBIs came from D. Benedetto. For Anchorage, 2-for-4 game from Webb. 2-for-4 game with 2 RBIs from Como. Innings leader will take the loss. War and Peace the win. Treadwell the hold. Rothschild the save. War and Peace your player of the game. Bruce City Bears will win over Swift Seeds in a close one, 3-1. State College had a 2-for-3 game from Singh, and 2-for-4 game from Blair as well. RBI came from Cassius Agrippa. For Bruce City, 2-for-4 game from Boucher, with an RBI, and 3-for-4 game from Levine as well. Tim Anthony will take the loss with 3-9 on the season. Alvarez, no decision. Baba the win. Alvarez, your player of the game. And finally, the Lemurs will beat the Ranas 5-3. For Puerto Rico, 3 of 3-for-4 game from Hitchcock. 2 RBI game from, or 1 RBI, 2-for-4 game from Blaney as well. For Louisville, 2-for-4 with 2 RBIs from Moore, 3-for-4 with 2 RBIs from Zalewski. Vandals will take the loss. George Braxton will take the win. Garrett Hart the save. Pair game's going to be Cornelius George Braxton. And with that, we'll go to our next game, the Sim, which can be Primetime 7, Seattle at Luna Base. HBJ, you back? All right. David Doug will be leading us off today against Aaron Ford. Wait, voted for me? What do you mean? What do you mean? Whoever voted for me? I'm confused. Yeah, but voted for me for what? Oh, is there really? that that's funny actually. That's kind of funny. All right. Don't know where HVJ is, but we're gonna continue on with this game right here.
I am so sorry. My family came home with groceries.
Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, I'm just wondering where you were because you're starting this primetime game. So
No, I'm back. I'm back.
okay, cool. I'll let you start. I'm gonna go get some caffeine.
Yeah, no, get yourself some coffee, whatever you need. Aaron Ford on the mound against David Doug. Doug's gonna get a base hit to right field, leading us off. Arenado is going to strike out. Bradley Wellerman with the hot symbol is going to fly to center field, and the center fielder Honk Shoe is right there. And there's a strikeout of Dustin Becker. We head to the bottom of the first. Sting Eucliffe is going to lead us off. As here's the 1-2 from Miero McQueen, who pops to the first base. Gets a pop up to the first baseman. Rhino Leg going to ground to second. And now Big Red Rock Eater. Check swing, ring him up. We head to the top of the second. Commander Warsmoke, known villain to Lemur fans, is up next. He's going to ground a deep third, and the third baseman Eucliffe's going to throw them out. Pee Wee Reese is going to fly to right, pass the center fielder, ex-pitcher. It's going to fly to center field. As we head to the bottom of the second, Scotty Sterling is going to lead us off. with a flip job to left for the first out. As there's a ground ball deep third, Zasquill is gone on that throw. Serpo going to walk. Odin Cheekson is going to line one to the corner. That's a base hit. And a hose from the right fielder, Hinckley, is going to get Poe at third base. We head to the top of the third after that lightning bolt throw. Hinckley, swing and a miss, strikeout number 3 for Ford. Ozzie Boudreau going to take a walk. David Doug now is going to pop to the catcher in foul territory. And there's a swing and a miss on Arenado. 4 strikeouts now for Aaron Ford as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Walker, Texas Ranger, swing and a miss, strike 3, strikeout number 2 for McQueen. Honk Shu now is going to fly one into the right field, and that's caught on a dive by Hinckley. Eucliffe is going to walk. Second walk allowed by McQueen. Rhino leg. Drills one towards the corner, and it's off the wall. Hinckley goes through the wall to go retrieve it. And a long throw to the cutoff man's not going to be in time. That's a long double for Rhino leg. It is now 1-0 Lunar base. Drilled to right center, but Hinckley is there for the final out here in the bottom of the third. We head top half of the fourth, 1-0 Lunar base. As there's a fly ball to right field by Wellerman, it's actually going to drop in. Becker is going to take. Wellerman steals. There's seventh base. Drilled to left center, but that's going to hang up. Becker is out on an F8. As War Smoke is going to strike out on a changeup. Ford 5 strikeouts through 3 2/3. There's a lazy fly to left by Reese, and that is the final out here in the top of the fourth. We head bottom of the fourth. It is 1-0 Lunar base. Sterling is going to strike out. Third strikeout for McQueen. Zasquill flies to left on a line, and it just gets over the wall over the outstretched glove of Bradley Wellerman. 2-0 Lunar base. As Poe's going to drop one into left for a running double as they were running hard out of the box. Cheekson now is going to take a strike, but it's a ball, and it's back to the screen. And Cheekson slaps one past the defense, and Poe scores to make it 3-0. Grounded fair down the left field line. Ranger is going to be into second with a double. Honk Shu is going to fly to left. Wellerman with a diving play and a great throw to stop the runner from scoring. And a balk. A balk on McQueen makes it 5-0 Lunar base. Eucliffe looking for more. Grounds to shortstop, and that's the final out here in the bottom of the fourth. Ooh, boy. 4-0 as pass with the walk. Hinckley strikes out. Ford with their 6th strikeout. Boudreau is going to walk. Third walk of the game for Ford. Doug to center field, way up there, and that's the second out. Arenado, deep right field, close to the wall, and it's caught by Zasquill. We head to the bottom of the fifth.
All right, bottom 15 begins with a ground out for leg, being a big red rock eater who will strike out for out number 2. Scotty Sterling hits one hard off the bat, caught at the wall, out number 3. Bradley Wellerman will draw a walk. Becker, double play. War Smoke up next. That's gonna be a single for Commander War Smoke. Pee Wee Reese slap one down the line. Runners at first and second, 2 away. As a fly out to left field. will end the top of the frame. We go to the bottom half, 4-0 Lunar Base. So that one's hit hard and caught at the wall. Sir Poe will hit one down the line. That's going to be a sliding double. Odin Chickason will be out number 2 on the fly out. Walker, Texas Ranger, out number 3. The pitcher covering the bag. Mikey Hinckley will lead us off top of the 7th, and that's going to be an out at first. Easy out. Strikeout for Ozzy Boudreaux. That's going to be the 7th here for Ford. As he's getting close to the end of the start, he's running out of stamina. That's going to be a long fly out. Bottom of the 7th inning now. That's going to be a line out, L7 to left. As Euclid will hit a single and a walk for leg. Big Red Rock Eater. That one it hits drops down in left field. It's gonna be a bloop single and an RBI for Rock Eater. Sterling still seconds. We have a double steal as that goes past second baseman. That's gonna be an unearned run as Sterling will fly out. And out number 3, 2-run scored, 6-0 Lunar Base. Top of the 8th we go as Wingman will come in relief in a blowout game. So no save opportunity for him as Weatherman will strike out. And Becker will strike out as well. Strike out the side on strikes. So Adam Hangman will have a good start to his appearance tonight, as that's going to be ground out there. And that's going to be back to the wall as Rivers coming, just hoping to keep the score right where it is heading into top of the 9th. And a line out there will retire the side. Hangman up next. As that's going to be out of here. Solo shot, Commander War Smoke. Trying to see if that last inning was an immaculate inning. PB Rays will ground out. Another. Oh no, he caught it. And that'll be the ball game. 6-1 victory here for Lunar Base. I gotta see though. I think we might have just seen an immaculate inning, but it won't actually let me see. Did anybody catch the pitch count for that 8th inning? Did anyone catch that? I don't think they're tracked though. That's the thing. It's in game log. Okay, so I want to check that 8th inning. Okay, nope. So it was 10 pitches. No. So what was on an immaculate inning for Adam Hangman? But would have been really cool to see if it was, but it wasn't.
While that was
Alright.
happening, I had my mic muted and everything. And turns out a bee got in my room.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, no, the whole time I was commentating, I'm just like, what is that noise? I hear, because I thought it was a large fly. No, it was a bee.
Oh. 2 for 4 per game for Warsmoke with an RBI. For Lunar Base, we have a 2 for 3 game for Poe and 3 for 4 from Chikasin. McQueen would take the loss. Ford the win. Player game would be Aaron Ford. Alright, so let's go up. Hey, the Pathfinders actually won a game.
Don't tease me now.
Hey, a win is a win.
I
As
think
they
this. You want
win.
this one or?
I'll take this one. Yeah, win was a walk off in the 11th as well. 2-1 walk off for the Pathfinders as um 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored from Nolan Windsor Jr. For Buffalo. 2 for 4 game from Tom Tomato, 2 for 5 game from Buck Shank. For Toronto, Park with the win.
Oh wow! You see what happened? That
No.
would have been his 206th save had he not given up the go ahead. Had they not given up the go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
them's the breaks. Them's the breaks.
Oh. Oh, it's a win for us, but jeez. Well, next game. Brigham Irons, their player of the game, no decision. Park for the win.
Okay. 4-2 win for the Vandals over the Aviators. 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a walk for Walker at the top of the lineup. For Outer Banks, 3 at date, the plate for McDaniel. Down to pitching, it's going to look like this. Wu the loss, Kook the win, Elo the hold, and Nasty the save. Walker is going to be your player of the game.
All right. For the Providence Crabs, they will win 6-1 against the hot hitting Boise Raptors. Um, as they only had 11 hits apiece, but an error on Boise's side. For Barry Allen, 3 for 5 for fastest man alive. For Providence, 2 for 3 with an RBI from Southworth. 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored from Bubs, as well as a 3 RBI game from Justin Fern. The Phantom will take the loss, his third. Cruiser the win, his first of the new season. Flamethrower Meta the save, the first. Franklin Judge Cruiser, your player of the game.
A 9-3 win for the Sloths over the Voyagers. 2 hits, 3 RBIs from Marcus and Stewart. For New York, 2 hits and an RBI from Hardari. Pitching is going to look like this. Woods the loss, Tatum the win, Rockman the hold. Your player of the game is going to be Johnny Tatum.
The Apex are going to settle the Toros with a 6-2 loss here at home. For Cancun, 2 for 4 game with RBI from a starting pitcher. That's their only multi-hit game for Cancun. For Indianapolis, 3 for 4 game with 2 runs scored from Rosenthal, 2 RBIs from catcher Scudder. Pecora will take the loss, Ball the win, Chicken the save. Player of the game will be Calvin Ball.
8-4 win for the Stars over the Scorpions. Two hits and an RBI from Giannolis. Over on Nashville, a hit and three RBIs from Mo Love. The retirement tour continues. Rosas the loss, Stoner the win, Blaze the hold, and De Los Santos the hold. Albert Randberg is your player of the game.
And finally, the Demons will beat the Rougarous 8-5 for New Orleans. 3-for-3 game from Alaskan Bullworm. For Detroit, 3-for-4 with 4 RBIs from Alpha Nerd. One of those runs being a solo shot in the 5th inning. Eshelman Jr. will take the loss. Is 5th. Strider the win. Otani the hold. Blanco the hold. McGoodface the save. Player of the game, give me Alpha Nerd. Down to the minors. The Bears will beat the Swift Steeds 8-2. Bandit Healer 2-for-2 with an RBI and 2 walks. 2-for-4 for Agrippa. For Bruce City, 2-for-5 with 3 RBIs from Zecto. 2-for-3 also with 3 RBIs from Bass. 2-for-4 with an RBI from McThick. Bass and Zecto, home run. Same with Cleocock. Last will take the loss. Wolf the win. Player going to be Jeff Bass.
Okay, 9-4 win for the Firehawks. Over on the Firehawks, hitting 3 RBIs for Sandals, 2 hits, 2 RBIs from Bon Pensario. For Florida, 3 hits, 2 RBIs for, there we go, Hawkins. Okay, now we can go down. Bell the win, Bonkel Jr. the hold, Biglet the save, and Pelikai the loss. Bell is your player of the game. Making me hungry.
The Lemurs are going to beat the Rana 7-4 as 2-for-4 game with RBI from both So and Bullfrog. For Louisville, 3-for-4 game from Griffin. 2-for-4 with 2 RBIs from Kwanzaa as well. Home runs for Bouts, Lucy, and Hoff for Louisville. Home runs for Bullfrog and Breaker for Puerto Rico. LBG will take the loss in the blown save. Fetty the win. Predicting to be Jean-Francois Jacques Jean.
Okay, the Willers are going to win this one due to a 6-run outburst in the final inning, 7-2. 2 hits and an RBI from Fetty. 3 hits and 2 RBIs from Cameo. Pitching is going to look like this. McDougald the win, Bottom the blown save and the loss. Jackson Love is your player of the game. I think that's Mo Love's new create.
So remind me, when you retire and create, your player in majors auto retired, but they're still playing that season, correct?
They finish out when you retire, yes.
Okay.
It depends on when you retire, though.
Yeah, so that's not technically a multi then, correct?
No.
Okay.
As
That's
long as
what
they're not concurrently, you have to retire them, your player first, and then, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. The Dillos are gonna beat the Hepcats in a blowout 13-1 with a 6-run third inning. Ouch. As the only RBI for the Hepcats came from Gnome Child. Everyone but Sandstrew getting everyone got a hit on Amarillo. 3-for-5 with 3 RBI game from Hughes though. 3-for-5 with 2 RBIs from Von Christahauser. 4 for 5 with 2 RBIs from Goldberg. I think he's going to be our player of the game. Smidius will take the loss. Quads the win. Give me Brent Goldberg. And with that, it's going to be a couple quick sim days. So no games from
trade deadline
majors.
is. I think that's tomorrow.
All right, it's gonna be. I believe it's gonna be quick sim all. For 26. Yep. Okay, we're gonna autoplay all games today. The Duos are gonna win 3-2 against the Hepcats. For Kansas City, batting. No multi-hit games, but RBIs for both Warwick and Bones. For Amarillo, 2 for 4 game with 2 RBIs from Love. Cologne will take the blow and save. West the loss. Blahaj the win. Cardigan with Stuart Hooker.
Okay, 6-5 winners are the Lemurs. 2 hits, 3 RBIs from So. 3 hits and an RBI from Kwanzaa over on Lemurs. Gerhard is going to get the win, Barry the loss. Player of the game is going to be Peacock So.
All right. The Bears are gonna beat the Swift Steeds 6-3 as the Swift Steeds are in a slump right now. For State College, 2 for 2 RBIs from Remy Urias. 3 for 4 game from Boucher. 3 for 2 RBIs from Eschenbach. Ramirez would take the loss as they went 5-4, giving them 6 earned. Noble to win, Mander to save, play the game to be thicker, thick, McThick.
Fourteen to 8, the Wheelers win this one. They had a 7-run lead, lost it, and then came back with 7 more. For Chicago, 2 hits and RBI from Downfall. Middle of the lineup, 2 hits, 4 RBIs from Austin Webb and Bubanetti. Pitching is going to look like this. Neither starter got out of the 4th inning, or got to the 4th inning. Votto the loss and the blown save, Rothschild the win. Curtis Jones from Anchorage is going to be your player of the game.
I just want to point this out. Only 2 of those 8 only 2 of those runs for the first inning were actually earned. 7 of them were unearned. So just think about
2 errors on there from Chicago.
Yeah, so just think about that. Only earning 2 runs, by getting credited a total of 7. Ouch. And Flamingos are going to beat the Firehawks 4-2 as a 2-run 6 helped them to the win. For California, 2 for 3 game for both, Harris and Beavers. For Florida, 2 for 4 game from Dinger and 2 RBIs from Smirnoff. We like the 4th the loss. Mocker the win. Balls the save. Credit game to Stu Mocker. And let's advance to our next quick sim day, the 26th of June. So I check to see if there are any minors games as well. Nope, okay. So just majors. Alright, the sea serpents are going to beat the crabs. 6-4. Sorry, I just wanted to see if Delling got the save, but they did not. We'll get to that in a moment. 6-4 win for Seattle, like I was saying. 3 RBIs from Becker with 1 hit. 2 RBIs from War Smoke as well. For Providence, 2-for-4 with an RBI game from Southworth. Blue Sky with the win, Telfair the save, their 12th of the season. Alessio the loss, James the blown save. Third game give me Aria Blue Sky.
Eleven to 6, the Space Rangers win this one over the Voyagers. They've had a rough couple games. Scott Sterling is going to be the big contributor. 2 hits, 4 RBIs. Over on New York, Teg with 4 hits, 2 RBIs. Pitching is going to look like this. Gosman and Moose, neither one gets a win. Iceman the win, Johnson the save, and Atkins the loss. Scotty Sterling is your player of the game.
The Surge are going to beat the Apex 7-4, as there was no save situation here, so no chance for Delling to come in and get a save. 3-4 game with 2 RBIs from Callahan. A perfect 2-for-2 from Rosendahl as well. For Buffalo, 2-for-4 game from Rezataz Buckshank, and 2-for-4 with 2 RBIs from Tunk Mato. Farndorf take the loss, Rocco Whiskey the win. Player game give me Rocco Whiskey.
7-4 win for the Stars over the dominant Raptors. 2 hits, 3 RBIs from Henberg. Over on Boise, 2 hits and an RBI with a walk for Callahan. Pitching is going to look like this. Arcanum the loss, Mulder the win, Katarina the save. Player of the game is going to be Zach Mulder. No, it's Sobert Randberg once again.
The Sloths are going to beat the Demons 4-2. 3-4 game from Ruiz. RBI game for Althouse as well as Oshan. For San Antonio, 2-4 game with an RBI from Trantel. Perfect 3-for-3 from O'Sullivan Jr. Mulligan will take the loss. Mike Boss the third the win, and player of the game honors. Really nice long pipe the save.
This one came down to the wire, but a Daniel Plainview 2-homer game sealed the deal. A 3-hit, 3 RBI day from Plainview. 2 hits from Von Caliente and Walker with 3 walks. It's going to be Kremlin the win and the blown save, Xavier the save, Kook the loss. Player of the game is going to be Daniel Plainview.
Alright, the Rougarous will win 6-5 over the Aviators. 3-for-5 game for Bullworm with 2 RBIs. For Outer Banks, 2-for-4 with 2 RBIs from Henry. Go Tank the blown save and 43 to win. Abasi to loss. Player game to be Alaskan Bullworm. And hey, some good news for you to call it, HVJ.
I know. Things are looking up. As there's a 3-2 win and a walk-off by Nolan Windsor. A hit and a walk for our Clear Not Cloudy. Over on Serrano, 3 hits and an RBI from Eames, and 3 hits, 2 RBIs from Nolan Windsor Jr. Attaboy Kitakaze. Pitching is going to look like this. Calgill the loss, Blown save for Melgar, and hey, there's somebody we know and love. A miss with the win, improving to 2-7. Yeet a ball with the no decision, but the player of the game.
And hey, only one walk.
It'll keep going well that way, the way I see it. 15 hits, only 3 runs scored. That can't keep happening.
No, it's like we're getting on base, just can't bring them home. Which is something that I know all too well as an Angels fan. All
I've
right.
seen the Angels lineup for this season. I'm like, wow, this would have been good in 2019.
Yeah. Well, it's like we got some big players, but we unfortunately did not get Alonso, who I was really hoping that we could get and slot in at DH. But with that, we will go to our final primetime game of this week. It's going to be Detroit at San Antonio. Prime time, number 8. Just save real quick because I almost hit quick play on accident. As we lead off with Biff Slamis going up against Starbird's Glorbenspiel. Pitching matchup can be Holmes and Glorbenspiel. As the Sloths square off against the Demons, Biff Slamis will be out number 1 with a strikeout. Leonidas Ruiz up the middle. That's going to be a hit. Danger Dollarson into the gap off the wall. A little bit more height, and that one's gone as that's an RBI double for Danger Dollarson. Alpha Nerd been on a hot streak lately, as that's gonna be gone. 2-run blast, 435 feet, 3-0 in top of the first. As that's gonna be out number 2, and strike out as he went around for Holden Jam, and will bring us to the bottom of the first inning with Bartholomew Brown leading us off. That's going to be out number 1. Caden Trentau will be out number 2 at the wall. Don Marcus. They say he went around. That's going to be a strikeout. Number I think that's strikeout number 2 for the game. That's going to be at the wall. That's going to be through the wall, as that wall is invisible. Define the laws of physics, as Outhouse will draw a walk. 16 on the season. Hira will be safe on a fielder's choice leaping play. That's going to be out in foul territory for out number 2. Runs at the corners for Leonidas Ruiz as he will strike out. Bottom of the second inning now. Tedford Whiffington Jr. will line out there. Shaw Dynasty will line out to left or right center, as that's gonna be into the gap. That's gonna be a double for O'Sullivan Jr. Will bring up Stewart. That'll be out number 3, I should say. Danger Dollars and lead it off the top of the third. Hit a home run earlier. Alpha Nerd. That gets to the backstop. That's gonna be a base for Dollarson. Out number 2 on the ground out. Dollarson at third, as the first baseman was step on the bag. 3 unassisted. That's going to be Littleton, who will be out number 1. High, deep, but caught for Cal. Bartholomew Brown will be out number 3. Top of the 4th inning we go. Lou Williams will be ground out and out number 1. That's be a strikeout for Outhouse, and Alexander Hira will be out number 3. Hira recently acquired in a trade, as Trantal will be out number 1. Bring up Don Marcus, who will be safe with a single. Whippington Jr.'s Don Marcus steals second base successfully, throws late. That's going to be up the middle. Marcus is going to score from second base. It's 3-1 for the game. Detroit's still up 2. As Dynasty is, not Dynasty, but Whippington is thrown out at first, and Dynasty will be out number 3. Top of the 5th we go. Biff Slamus at the dish. That's going to be a long, high fly out. Leonidas Ruiz will be gone out of here. 4-1. As the long ball is definitely in effect in this one for Detroit. Danger Dollarson hit a solo shot earlier. That's going to be into the gap. That's going to be a double. He slides in there safe. Not a chance. Alpha Nerd will be out number 2. Walk there. And that'll be high pop out for out number 3. Go bottom of the 5th inning we go. Take it away, HBJ.
This one is Clay Holmes looking for their first win of the season. 3-1 Indy is down to Buffalo. As there's one down the left field line to the corner, is gone by Stewart. 4-2 now Detroit has. There's a sliding grab by the right fielder Hirahara on Littleton. Malcolm Kell towards Hirahara again, and that's the final out here in the bottom of the 5th. 3-1 Buffalo over to Indy, as there's a walk by Lou Williams. Third walk from Glorbenspiel. 7-4 Nashville is down to Boise as Aldhouse strikes out. 3-1 Cancun over Toronto, as there's a pickoff throw to first, and Lou Williams is caught leading. Strike 3 called on Hirahara as we head to the top of the 6th. DVS over Vancouver, 4-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Nola over OBX in the bottom of the 5th, 5-2. As there's a fly to right field, back, warning track. Brown flies out to the wall. 5-1 New York over Lunar Base, and 3-0 Providence over Seattle. As Trent Chow is going to get on base and steal second base, as Marcus is going to line one to left center field. That's going to be a base hit and make it a 4-3 ball game. Bottom of the 6th here, as it's now 4-3, as Woofington waits as Marcus steals second base, and he's going to score and tie this ball game on an RBI double by Woofington Jr. RBI single advances to second on the throw. Dynasty is going to get walked intentionally, and O'Sullivan Jr. is going to pop to the catcher. Stewart now has a home run already, and they're going to blast one off the wall, as this one is getting ugly real fast, as there's a 2 RBI double for Stewart, who's now got 3 RBIs. They finally pull Holmes, as Littleton is strikeout victim number 1 for Belfour. We head to the top of the 7th, and Rockman gets his first strikeout, replacing Glorbenspiel. And it's Biff Slamus. Leonidas Ruiz flies to left for the second out. Dollarson is going to take an outside pitch and rake it down the left field line for a double. Tying run is now at the plate now for Nerd. 11 home runs on the season. Swing and a miss. Strikeout victim number 2 for Rockman as he gets out of the frame. Stretch time for Malcolm L as he swings and misses at a Balfour fastball at 99. Bartholomew Brown fly to right, and this time he's going to slash one into right for a base hit. First hit of the ball game, raising his average. Trantal waits as they're going to steal third on Ruiz, and that's number 42. Outside ball 4. And they're running wild as Marcus now waits. Trantal is safe at second base. Check swing strikeout on Marcus. Woofington Jr. walks to load the bases. Dynasty base hit right center, and that's going to make it a 2 RBI. Oh no! It's an ending base hit that scores Brown but not Trentau. 7-4 as we head to the top of the eighth. Fly to center, diving play by the center fielder Trentau. And that's through the third baseman, but a play by the shortstop throws out Jam. As Lou Williams is going to get a base hit to right. Emil is in the game as they induce a weak ground ball to the shortstop who forces the runner at second base. O'Sullivan Jr. faces Chicken Nudes as there's a base to right field by O'Sullivan Jr. Second hit of the game. Stewart now 2 for 3 with a home run and a 2 RBI double as that's hit to deep right, but it's caught by the right fielder Hirahara. Littleton induced into a 5-4-3 double play. Hirahara strikes out. First strikeout of the game for Elo Emil. Deep to left center, but Slamus just hit it off the end of the bat. As Ruiz now is going to fly to short center to end the game. A 7-4 victory for SAS as they were down 3-1. Unfortunately, that's going to continue an ominous streak for poor Clay Holmes. 4 for 4 day at the play with an RBI for Dollarson, 2 hits, 3 RBIs from Stewart. Pitching is going to look like this as Clay Holmes looked good at the start of the game, unfortunately drops to 0-12. Glorbenspiel with the win, Rockman the hold, Emil the save. Danger Dollison in the losing effort is your player of the game.
Man, that's just terrible for Holmes, man.
It happens. I mean,
yeah.
wait till we get to the Seattle game. That second performance is hard to beat.
All right, the Voyagers are going to beat the Space Rangers 6-3 as they are able to finally snag a win against the Space Rangers. For Luna Base, 2 for 4 game RBI from Zach Sequel, and 2 for 4 game for Walker Texas Ranger as well. For New York, 2 RBI, 2 hit for 5 AB performance for Chris Angel. Palos take the loss. Jumbo the win. Jones the hold. Atkins the save. Player game to be Juicy Jumbo.
I can finally break out that. Hey, it happened. We have history in Buffalo. A 3-1 win for the Buffalo Surge. 2 hits and an RBI for Fernandez. 2 hits from Kerry Kelly. But the big story is the pitching. For the first time in a long time, we can say it. Maurice Bernard gets the loss. Renselraid the win. Tim Westbrook the hold. Bring Delling has tied the PBE record with save number 206. Rental Raid is your player of the game.
And Delling still has like a couple seasons left, right?
They were the same season my player was. They're S39, I think.
So probably about.
They're deep in regression now.
Yeah, so this might be their last season. So if they can break the all-time saves record, I think that'll solidify their case for Hall of Fame.
Oh, they're S40, so they are still deep in regression though.
Yeah, so about 23 seasons, played like 20. In probably the majors. Probably has enough gas for like one more season, probably.
Yeah,
As
that's up to them.
The Raptors will beat the Stars 11-4. For Nashville, we have 2 RBIs for both Renberg and Valor Jr. For Boise, we have a 2 RBI game from Udo Bunga, 2 for 4 on the day, and a 4 RBI game from Jeff Hopkins. 3 of which came from a 3-run blast. John would take the loss. Feminine Phenomenon would take the win. Their 11th player of the game. Give me Jeff Hopkins. Where I saw this last game. The Pathfinders will actually win a game for once that they score 4 in the 8th after being down
this is
3 to
my turn.
1.
This is my turn.
Oh.
A beautiful craft. A 5-3 winner because of a Peter Dawson Jr. the third Grand Slam. Pitcher with 2 hits over on Cancun. 2 hits, 4 RBIs from the aforementioned Dawson the third. Pitching is going to have a miss getting their second win of the sim. Lee the loss. Coswell the blown save. Player of the game, Peter Dawson the third.
We should just have me us stream stream every day because 2 wins for my player on stream, and then 2 close wins, including a come from behind extra inning win.
Well, we have one more game to finish out the sim, and then that's it.
Death Valley.
Oh, 2. Excuse me, 2. We're only at game 52.
We have a quick sim and then Vancouver at Nolan, and that's it. For the sim. Scorpions are gonna absolutely destroy the Vandals. A 6-run 9th inning, make it 12-3. Perfect 4-for-4 day for Smalls with an RBI and a walk. For Vancouver, 2-for-4 game from Phillip. Rusi will take the win. Rosas, no decision. Sheet, the loss. Fair game to be Lon Gnomes.
7-2 win for the Rougarous. 2 hits, 2 RBIs from Bang the DH. 1 hit, 1 RBI, and a walk from McDaniel. Pitching is going to look like this. Dash Jackson the win, Lanky Stram the loss. Player of the game, Dash Jackson.
And the Providence Crabs will beat the Seattle Sea Serpents 3-0 as LaShawn Maximus Marbodellini pitched forward. Had an amazing circle change for Seattle. 2-for-5 game for Doug. 2-for-4 game for Reese as well. For Providence, 2 for 3 game from Fern with 2 RBIs. The Breeze will take the loss. Pitch Lord the win. Meta the hold. James the save. Player games be LaShawn Maximus Marbondeleni Pitch Lord. Down to the minors, as the Wheelers are going to win over the Swift Seeds 5-1. 3-for-4 game for Bo Riss with an RBI. 2-for-4 with an RBI for Steele as well. State College, 2-for-4 game for Dog Maple, as well as Mizushima. RBI 2-for-3 game from Johnson. Chambers will get the win, their first of the season. Grimes the hold, McDougal the save, Richards the loss. They're going to be Zen Bobrist.
4-2 win for the Hepcats over the Kingpins in extra innings. 3 hits and 5 at bats for Hoy Ford, 2 hits, 2 RBIs from Skoden. For Chicago, Penley with 2 hits and an RBI. Skumakun with the loss. Cologne the win. Definitely not Kevin Choate the save. Usaki Renji is your player of the game.
The Ranas are going to win 3-2 over the Mingos. For Florida, 2-5 game for both Smirnoff and Dinger. 2-4 from Honcho, and RBIs for both Sabor and back again. For Puerto Rico, 2-for-3 game for Bullfrog. Kirkpatrick will take the loss. Yo is the win. LBG the hold, and Moon the save. The game's going to be Otavios.
Okay, 3-2 win for the Lemurs. 3 hits and oh man. Zalewski and Baltz with perfect days at the plate. For Bruce City, 2 hits and RBI from the Hecto. Pitching is this way. Robo Dibble the win, Gerhardt the save, Von Helwick the loss. Robo Dibble is your player of the game. Good God.
And the Dillos are going to beat the Firehawks 4-2 as they are streaking with 6 consecutive games, and not that kind of streaking. Get your mind out of the gutter, chat. I know you were thinking it. Hughes 2-for-4 with an RBI. Same for Goldberg and Love. 2-for-3 game for Beavers over on California. Guess who will the win? Works the hold. Summers the save. Jimmy the loss. Player game can be guess who. And with that, going to advance to a new day. Gonna be a quick sim all day.
Oh no, please. If we lose our losing streak to hummus, winning streak to hummus, excuse me.
Well, we'll find out. Oops.
Yeah.
Nola will.
Oh!
Holy! I want to see how many pictures they use for Vancouver, man.
Oh, Lumo. Oh no. Poor Lumo.
20-1. Oh, Luma, I don't know if you're in this chat, but run away. 20-1. Yeah, 2-4 with RBI for Enrique Van Caliente. 6 RBIs for Steel Flex. 4 for Bang. Literally everybody but Bullworm getting an RBI.
Jesus.
5 pitchers, almost the entire bullpen for Vancouver. As considerations will take the loss. Slosberg the win. Steelflex your player of the game. Oh.
I mean, if your leadoff man's got 4 hits and 6 RBIs, that's pretty bad for the other team, including a slam.
Yeah, oh. You there?
4-0. This one seems so tame compared to the other one now. A 4-0 win for the Aviators. 3 hits and an RBI from Gervonzo, 2 hits and an RBI for Henry, 2 hits for Arenado and Wellerman over on Seattle. Pitching is going to look like this. Cash the loss, Kelly the win. Kelly, your player of the game.
The Space Rangers are going to beat the Crabs 8-2. 2 for 4 for Bubs. For Providence. Over on Lunar Base side, 3 RBI game for Sterling, 2 for 4 game for Chickason. Um, home runs for Eucliffe and Sterling as well. Abenduck the loss, Green the win. Robert Green, your player of the game.
As the Voyagers and the Apex are going to have a battle 5-3 here. 1 hit, 2 RBIs from Teg, 2 hits, 3 RBIs from Callahan. Pitching is going to look like this. Cove the loss, Cranepool the win in a complete game, and you'll be your player of the game.
Only 4 hits allowed in the complete game. That's not bad. The Raptors are going to rally late in the 8th inning for a 6-3 win, scoring 5 in the 8th. For Boise, 2 for 5 game from Ziegler, 2 RBI game from Ingram, 3 for 4 for Udo Bonga, and 3 for 4 for T-Rex Dan. Detroit, 2 RBI, 2 for 4 game for Alpha Nerd. James Jr. will get the win. Steal the save. Otani the loss and the blown save. Player of the game gave me Cord Abernathy Jr.
7-6 loss for the Sloths. 3-8 games with 3 RBIs from Don Marcus. 2 hits, RBI, and 2 walks from a starting pitcher over on Cancun. Long pipe with now 4 losses on the season. Martini the win, Cotswold the save, Rob Littleton, and the loss is your player of the game.
The Scorpions are going to beat the Pathfinders 10-4, as Toronto had a nice little two-game win streak. 3-game win streak. Bollock and McNeely with RBIs. Essence 2-for-4 with 3 RBIs, and 2 RBIs for Montauban as well. Random the loss. Always a bummus the win. Player of the game gonna be always a bummus.
Records. 9-7. Surge win this one, and they're back over 500. 3 hits, 3 RBIs from Splorger. 1 hit, 5 RBIs from Fidel Valor Jr. Okay. Pitching is going to look like this. Ziegler the loss, Kaufman their 5th win, Winolito the save, and Delling gets the hold. Okay. That makes no sense that they would not give him the record there. I get he threw 34 pitches, but come on. Winolito throws 1 pitch and gets... Dimply Splorger is your player of the game. Oh boy, only in PBE.
Yeah, it's technically because it technically wasn't a safe situation.
It says, because it was they were ahead 9-8 still.
I believe if it's 2 or 3 runs or more, it's not considered a safe situation. It's one run That is that's definitely a safe
It's
situation.
3 runs or more. It's 3 runs or less. A save situation is considered, but still, that's because they were up 9-7 going into that final frame. But I don't know. I don't know.
Yes,
OTP is gonna OTP.
I guess, yeah. Let's go down to the minors then. Quick sim these games as well. The Dillos are going to beat the Firehawks 6-5 as they win 7 straight. From Amarillo, we have a 3-for-4 game from Walter Sin and 3 RBIs for Palindrome. For California, 3 RBIs for Zach Johnson, the third. Brad would take the win, Biglet the loss, Conkling the blown save, Walkerson your player of the game.
A 6-5 winner here for the Wheelers. Jones the 3-hit day. Webb a 4-hit day at the 4 RBI day at the plate for State College. 2 hits, 2 RBIs for a rip how to say it that way because I don't want to say it wrong. Pitching is going to look like this. Infinity the loss, Peace the win. Treadwell is going to get the save. Austin Webb is your player of the game.
The Lemurs are going to win here in extra innings, 6-4 in the 10th. Louisville, 4 RBI, 3-for-4 game from Hoff. For Bruce City, 2-for-5 game from Eschenbach. And 2-for-4 with an RBI from Zecto. Ronaldo the blown save, Summers the win, Gerhardt the save, Pellegrino the loss. Player of the game may be Christopher Hoff.
The Ranas win this one 4-3 against the Flamingos. 3 hits, 3 RBIs for Sabor, 2 hits and an RBI for Cunningham. Pitching, Barry the win, Barry the save, Georges the loss. Your player of the game is Brianna Rose Sabor in the losing effort.
Nice shot, Petra. Hepcats are going to beat the Kingpins 12-2. Not nearly as impressive as that 20-1 NOLA win, though. 4 RBIs for Justice, as well as Lincoln Mercury. 2-for-5 game, or 2 RBI, 3-for-5 game from Teddy backwards. Michael Dion the third will get the win. Inning leader the loss. Player again will be Ford Lincoln Mercury. And with that, we'll go to our final stream game this sim before we see who is going to represent each team in the All-Star game on Monday. Just finished up today. Save one final time as this game is going to be Vancouver at NOLA. Which is right here, Paragon Blind. And then I forget, am I doing the first half of this game or are you? Think it's you, isn't it, HBJ? Might be me. I'll just go. Brooks Walker leads off against Brian Eshelman Jr. 7-5 for Eshelman, 4-2 for Beans.
I think I start off.
You start off, okay.
Brooks Walker is going to lead it off for Vancouver against NOLA. And fly to center field against Brian Eshelman Jr. on a 2-0 count. Enrique Von Caliente is going to strike out swinging. McLovin Jr. grounds to first base. Easy inning for Eshelman Jr. Steel Flex, coming off that big performance the other day, is going to walk. They are being wise with that. And there's strike three called as Steel Flex is going to steal second as Williams takes a strike. Drive to left. Here, home run for A.J. Williams. 2-0 New Orleans. Laskin Bullworm is going to get one into left for a base hit, excuse me. Abigail Mills. Base hit to center. Four of the five batters have reached base. Fly to center by a Lou, and that's out number 2. Manuel Bang is going to strike out swinging as we head to the top of the second with Nola taking a 2-0 lead. Phillip is going to ground at third for the first out. Danny Burgers drills one to right center, but right at the leaping center fielder Steel Flex. As there's a ground ball to the shortstop by Mander, and that's that. Hulk Savage takes strike three called. Ryzen, the third, is going to strike out. Steel Flex up now, and grounds to third. 3 up, 3 down inning for Beans after that rough first inning. Stephen Strange swing and a miss, strike 3. Hirsch catch, the catcher strikes out, as that's strikeout number 3 for Eshelman Jr. Lansdale flies to left, and that'll end the third inning. We head to the bottom of the third inning. It is 2-0 New Orleans as Dazen Guile steps up, hitting .278 now. As they take one on the outside corner. Williams, with the 2-run homer in the first inning, is going to line one into the gap. They have not cooled off, not one bit, as that's their second extra base hit of the game. Bullworm now steps up and tees off. That is a long home run to right field, as that is the second 2-run homer of the game. This one by Laskin Bullworm, their ninth, RBIs number 38 and 39. Mills is going to be strikeout number 6 for Beans. Phillip Alou throws it to left center, and that one's out of here to left center field. Andy Beans gives up his third home run. He's got 6 strikeouts, but at some point, Manuel Bang with a liner over the center fielder's head. That's a double. 72 pitches now, and there's walk number 2. He's through 2 2/3 as he allows a base hit to center. That's hit number 8 allowed. That one's into the corner. 1 run scores, 2 runs score, and it's now busted open. It is now 7-0 New Orleans. And that's going to be an infield hit for Dazen Guile. It is now 8-0. Chuck Nasty comes into pitch, and this one's getting away from him again. As Guile steals in a 7-run lead, that's kind of an unwritten rule, but it is 8-0. 3-1 count to Walker as a ground out to the second baseman. And Caliente is strikeout victim number 4. And there goes the perfect game, as that's a base hit for McLovin Jr. Phillip is going to be strikeout victim number 5 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. 8-0 New Orleans, as Bullworm is going to fly right to Gerrymander on the dive. Mills is going to hit one into the corner. That's going to be off the wall. And that's Mills' second hit, third double of the game already for the Rougarous. As such, strikeout number 1 for Nasty as he gets a loose swinging. Bang's going to bang that one into left field, and that makes it 9-0 NOLA. RBI number 46 for Manuel Bang as Hulk Savage grounds out to the first baseman. We head to the top of the fifth now. Burgers is going to ground into the shift, and he's thrown out 5-3. Mander with a base hit to center field. Vancouver needs to put a few more of those together if they want to get back in this game. Strange grounds into a 5-4-3 double play, and it's 9-0 as we head to the bottom of the fifth.
And that will be a line out for out number 1. A strikeout looking for Steel Flex will make it out number 2. Days and Guile will be out number 3. Hrishkash will get one line into right field. It's going to be down and beyond the glove of the second baseman. That's going to be safe. Runs at the corners here, one away, as that's going to be a strikeout for Walker. As that one's going to be gone. It's going to be off the wall. Just a little bit more height and it's out of here. As that was a wasted opportunity. McLovin Jr. is going to strike out. Pierre Philippe will be out number 3. 1 run. That's all they're going to get. To go to the bottom of the 6th inning. That's going to be down and into the gap. Leadoff double for Ashley Joanna Williams. As Shrub will come in and immediately give up an RBI. As that's going to be long, hard, but caught. That's going to get away. And safe on the wild pitch, Bullworm. 11-1 already here in the 6th inning. As that's going to be a base, and that's going to be a strikeout swinging on a fastball. Next, Velo comes in trying to keep the score right where it's at, as that one is gone 13-1. Are we just going to see a repeat of that 20-1 game? As that's going to be a single for Rysand, a walk for Steelflex. Days and Guile will be out number 3 as a sigh of relief, as 4 runs come across the score to make it 13-1. Burgers be on base with a single. That's a base hit. Strikeout from Mander. Strange will be out on a diving catch. Rishikash out number 3. 13-1 as we go to the home half of our 7th inning stretch. Darren Clapp in relief for Vancouver, as that's going to be a long, hard fly out. Bullworm is going to draw a walk. It's going to be a strikeout for Mills. Alu is going to be out number 3. Top of the 8th inning we go, as that's going to be a double for Ashton Lansdale. Brooks Walker, that's going to be in there. That's going to be runners at the corners. Nobody out. And he's going to be hit. Oof. Hate to see it. As that double play will bring in a run. It's 13-2 now, Vancouver. And strikeout on a circle change. Bottom of the 8th inning. As that's into the corner. That's going to be trouble. Double for Bang. Bring it Hulk Savage, who's going to ground out. Bang advances to third. That one's hit hard, deep. See you later. 15-2 New Orleans. Holly Sheet will come in. And that'll be a home run as well for Steelflex. 16-2. Up the middle, that's going to be a single for Guile. Joanna Williams will strike out for out number 2. And a long fly out will make it the top of the 9th inning. Vancouver has somehow they get 14 runs in one frame. So as they're down 2, final shot here. And out number 3 as New Orleans absolutely not only chews up and spits out, but absolutely defecates on Vancouver. 16-2. Oh, 2 for 3 game for Ashton Lansdale. For New Orleans, 3 for 5 game for Bowen with 3 RBIs, 3 for 6 game with 2 RBIs for Williams. 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs for Steel Flex. 2 for 5 with an RBI for Alou, 3 for 5 with an RBI for Bang, 2 RBI game for Savage, and 2 RBI game for Bryson the third. The only person not getting an RBI was Mills. Beans will take the loss. Estelman Jr. the win. Laskin Ballwarmer player of the game. Alright. The Apex are going to shut out the Voyagers 2-0. Only 2 hits allowed, both assists coming from Otaj and Samadog. The Apex will have no multi-hit games, but 2 RBIs coming from Alfata Fernandez as well as Payne. Woods will take the loss, Ball the win, McForce the save. Calvin Ball, your player of the game, with 7 full, giving up no earned.
So this game in particular had a perfect game through 7. Wasn't perfect until the end. 8-7. The Aviators survived. 2 hits, 2 RBIs from McDaniel and from Henry. For Seattle, 2 hits, 4 RBIs from War Smoke. Yeah, they barely survived. McQueen, the loss. Wu, the win. Nansen, the save. Murphy LeSwift is your player of the game. Gave up 3 home runs in that last inning.
Right, the Scorpions are going to beat the Pathfinders 10-4 as January will hit 2 home runs. RBIs for McNeely, Deffords, Dawson, and Wallach. 2 for 5 game for McNeely as well. For Death Valley, 4 for 5 with 5 RBIs from Jan Lewis off 2 home runs. Nico will take the loss. And then Preet the win. Xavier to hold, Keith the save. Jan Lewis, your player of the game.
I just swore and I thought I did it on stream. Okay. So now, another wild one. As Cancun wins this one 10-9. A grand slam and an RBI tied it. And then a walk-off error by the catcher, Tedford Wolfington Jr. 4 for 5 day at the plate from Trentau. For Cancun, 4 hits, 3 RBIs. Emil the loss, Martini the win, and the blown save. Murphy is your player of the game. Wow, we've seen Sprout everything today.
Alright. The Demons are going to beat the Raptors in a pitching duel 2-0. As Boise only was able to stop 2 hits from Bonga and Callahan. For Detroit, we have a 2-for-4 game from Lou Williams. It was an RBI from Slamus and Link Outhouse. The Phantom will take the loss. The Goat Base will win their first of the season. Third game is going to be Strider with no decision.
9-1, the Surge win this one. 3 hits and an RBI for Kelly. A hit, an RBI, and a walk for Scudo out of the top spot. Irons, the complete game win. Stoner, the loss. Brigham Myers, your player of the game.
And the Space Rangers will beat the Crabs 6-5 as Southport goes 2-5 with an RBI. 2 RBI game, 2-4 performance from Bubs as well. For Lunar Base, 2-4 with 2 RBI game from Scotty Sterling. And one of them was a solo shot home run. For Providence pitching, James will take the loss, Johnson the win. Scotty Sterling, your player of the game. Let's go down to the minors next. As Florida will win 7-4 against the Ranas. 3 RBI game from Smirnoff as well as Hawkins. For Puerto Rico, 2-for-5 game from Breaker as well as Blaney and Hitchcock, each of those 2 performances. Lilo Pelakai the win, Kumkowski the save, John Penchwajok John the loss, Samir Nafier player of the game.
Multitasking again. The Lemurs 8-6 win over the Bears. 3 hits, 4 RBIs from Pink. 2 hits and an RBI from Zehekto. Noble the loss and the blown save. Win for Rubbish. Mod the hold. Fetty the save. Pink is your player of the game.
Alright, the Kingpins are going to beat the Hepcats 3-0 in a shutout win. 2-for-4 game for Lincoln Mercury. For Chicago, 2-for-4 with an RBI from Fetty Spud backwards. 2-for-4 game for Downfall as well. Smitty's will take the loss. Huezenega will take the win. Huezenega also your player of the game.
Okay. Open. 3-0, the Dillos win this one over the Firehawks. 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a walk from Palindrome. A hit and a walk from Wellerman Jr., the shortstop. Something's never changed. Taco Bell, the loss. Flop Odds, the win. Trongo Man, the save. Flop Odds is your player of the game.
And then finally, the Wheelers are going to beat the Quick Steeds 5-3. As State College is in a losing streak right now. For Anchorage, 2 RBI game for Webb. For State College, 2-for-4 game for Cassius Agrippa. 2 RBI game for Mizushima. Fetty spelled backwards the win, Rothschild the save, Westek the loss. They're going to be Fetty spelled backwards. And with that, let us go and save real quick. And that is not for voting. I don't want voting. Hang on. Let me ask real quick, because I don't normally host the All-Star Game rosters game.
Yeah, where's AJ when you need him?
Okay, I have to advance it first. That's what I have to do. That's what I have to do. Oh, in the mail. Okay. All right. Let's go to managers. Mail. Here we go. And your all-star rosters for today. Just take a screenshot for this real quick. Right, this will be, as always, in game day if you want to see who made the all-star game for your team. And with that, it is time to upload the file. Go to home. I just want to save the game real quick. Everything looks good. Oops, not that. Anyways, with that, execute the save, or the file, I should say. And with that, is there any hashtag ATB for myself and HBJ while we wait for the file to upload?
Well, that's great. Good thing I really don't care about baseball.
Any playoff predictions? No, not really. Ask me again after the All Star game and I'll give you my predictions.
The only one I think that's set in stone is it's pretty much Boise winning the Legends West. That's the only one that I know of. And I just found out there's going to be an MLB lockout within the next year or two, so that's fun.
Over what negotiations or something. That's typically what
Well,
it
they
is.
said this Tony Clark, who's the MLBPA, yeah, he's the president of the MLBPA, so that's why. He said he's pretty sure that that's how it's going to happen.
I'm guessing
That
over
there's
C.
going to be a lockout after the next one,
I'm guessing over
after
the
the
C.
current bargaining agreement ends.
Yeah, but I was just gonna say probably over CBA. It's always over the CBA.
Well, that's just it. They just let a guy have $750 million contract.
Deferred
Of course, there's
contract
going
as
to be
well.
problems with the CBA.
Not only that, but a deferred contract over like 12 years.
I really don't think they need to have those big contracts. It's stupid.
Yeah, I I'm an Otani fan. I love Showtime. I love Shohei, but man, there has to be a salary cap. 100%, there has to be a salary cap. The NFL has a salary cap. WWE has a salary cap. NBA has a salary cap. The MLB is the only entertainment and sports organization that I know of that does not have a salary cap.
So I know you and I are friends on PSN. So here's something that might affect both of us because of the PSN outage. Anybody who owns a PS4 or PS5 are getting an extra reimbursement. They're gonna start adding Sony is at least $10 and free store credit to users that were affected by another recent glitch in the PlayStation Store.
Well, I wasn't affected by that glitch. I was able to access the store and all that. So, which sucks because the game I want is on sale, and I would have gotten it with that credit. It's like $8.
The stupid part is I got Borderlands and I got Borderlands 3 and I got the newest well not the newest. I got MLB The Show 24 for less than $10. So they
I
were
got it.
both like 90% off.
I got it when it was free on PSN, or not PSN but PS Plus. Um, for the next stream, it's gonna be the All Star game on Monday. I know that Jacob said he was gonna take over. Cause I was originally gonna be taking that game on Monday. It's gonna be giving them another late night sim, but I swapped with Jacob for um the stream on the 8th. So looks like Mondays we done by Jacob at 7 p.m. Eastern. All-Star games are going to be with AJ at 7 p.m. with CH Hunter. Then you have Don Marcus for Wednesday Night Baseball at 7 p.m. TDen on the 6th at 10 a.m. Then you got me on the 8th at 5 p.m. So that's going to be another afternoon stream. It was I was it
We
was
have Blood on the Clock Tower tonight. Oh, that's great. That's that one that's like Clue, isn't it?
Yep, at 7 p.m. tonight. Yeah. I don't know if we still need people for that, but yeah, no, we beat it in like 20 or 30 minutes. We did this first time. It was kind of funny, just how quickly we ended up beating it.
I like those games because it's. Oops. Never mind. I'm not going to worry about that. It should be in game day there, Anik.
I haven't posted the rosters yet. If you're asking about the rosters, they'll go up as soon as I update the index. And that will be in game day. So give me like probably about 20 minutes post stream, and then those will be up.
And I already pre-ordered OOTP 26.
Gotcha. Yeah, I haven't gotten 26 yet, but I did pre-order the show 25 through GameFly. So,
See, I didn't realize people still use GameFly.
oh yeah, I use it.
Well, it's a better way than having to go through GameStop, I'll tell you that much.
But yeah, I have a retro game store right next to campus that I frequent. I'm actually on a first name basis with the owners. Actually, it's kind of funny.
That must be funny to tell your parents. It's just like, hey kiddo, what do you spend your financial aid on? Who am I kidding? When I was in college, I used to spend it on breakfast burritos and textbooks. That's what I used to spend it on.
Yeah, you kind of unintentionally got me dead to rights on that one. I spent like most of my financial aid on old consoles over at the retro game store. Currently saving up for a SNES and a NES as well.
See, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with making retro game consoles as long as it doesn't bankrupt you in advance.
And with that, that it will be it for this sim. Let me just get that file, the index, started and uploaded. If I can actually find the right server, that'd be nice. With
Let me
and
see.
yeah, I really should have it open like as soon as I hit execute on the
Oh,
file. Here we go.
oh. So if you want to make yourself have less issues, there is a Super Mini NES retro classic video game console on Amazon right now for $27. Just so you don't have to worry about waiting on it.
Eh, it's looking at it doesn't look like it's official Nintendo product.
Yeah, I'd still pay the $27 official or not. And again, that's just me. I don't. It's not that I don't like spending money. It's just that I try and find loopholes with that type of stuff because I already know it's not as beneficial to have to deal with that. So I'm willing to take a bet with anybody right about now because you know what? If T Stoles is in here, I'll take the bet with him. Because Clay Holmes is already 0-12. That's nothing against Subby either. But I want to see if they get close to 21 losses like T Stoles did.
Have we ever had a pitcher not win a single game the entire season?
Yes, it was that terrible team that the Space Rangers had. They went they had an inactive starter named Joe Warner who went 0-27.
Oh, eesh.
He didn't win a single one of his starts.
Eesh.
Yeah, cream is Stream is cruel. There we go. Stream is cruel sometimes.
That really does take effort, Duke. That really does take effort.
How dare you shame him? The team only won 6 games without. Well, I
I
think about
mean,
how inactives are good and bad. They're a necessary evil in this league, I should say. I'm just happy Tim won a few games. I know my player was going to suck in his first season, but that's okay.
all right then. Well, with that, that's gonna be the end of this PBE stream. Stay tuned on Monday for the All-Star game once again with Hiccup at 7 p.m. Eastern. All right, you guys have a good one. I'll see you next week.